What's going on, guys? Fishberg here. Season 9 is over, and today in this video I'd like to share my personal thoughts about Season 10 starter sets and their efficiency in Paragon leveling. Patch 2.5 introduces Armory, Primal ancient items, and several quality of life changes for long forgotten sets like Delseer or Zunimasa. With this update, more and more sets become competitive, which is great because Diablo 3 badly needs more content and different playstyles. So let's get started. Hedric's gift rewards are similar to Season 6 and include Raker's set, Akan, Marauder aka Dr. Doolittle, Inna, Zunimasa and Delseer, which I have mentioned before. The first set in my list is Inna's Mantra for Monk. It is a good set to start your seasonal journey for several reasons. Firstly, this set consists of 7 pieces instead of 6, and as more important, two-handed weapon is also included, so there is no need to look for extra weapon to increase your damage. It has a decent damage straight to Greater Rift 60 with low gear optimization. Secondly, your skills like Mantra and Ally unlock all runes at all times that will help you boost your toughness and damage simultaneously. Runs well in speedruns and Greater Rifts. For speed farming, you'd probably want to use your Cyclone Strike plus Exploding Palm to quickly eliminate your foes. After you collect all items you need, it is possible to transform your Inna into Inna Generator with Shenlong Fists equipped. Similar to 1000 Storms, you generate maximum spirit and deal massive damage with one difference. You won't lose any spirit by using Dash and Strike. And what's more important is that Inna pieces are required for support healer monk. So I personally think Inna has high chances to be in group runs as well as in solo pushing. Next set is Zunimasa for Witchdoctor. Another set that actually has 7 pieces, unfortunately no weapon as a reward, but a ring instead with guaranteed socket and possible crit rolls on it. This set and playstyle hasn't changed a lot, actually it is another pet build with Gargantian and Fetish army. It's quite a lazy playstyle similar to Helltooth, where your pets do all the job and tank mobs around you. However, it is less tanky than Inna because it doesn't provide a lot of bonuses to your toughness, but the more pets you have out, the more defense you have. Now in patch 2.5, Zunimasa is almost equal to Helltooth, providing good damage with fetishes. It is a good set for speed farming and pushing Greater Rifts up to 40-60 with no ancients and low level gems. So if you are looking for leaderboards pushing or speed farming, it will be a good choice to start new season. But if you are not satisfied with Zunimasa, you can switch it anytime to Helltooth or even Arachir, which is a must in metaplay. Next set is Marauder for Demon Hunter. It is a glorious heavy artillery set for melting your enemies from distance. Currently, according to PTR, it is top number 3 set in the leaderboards after updated Shadow Mantle and Natalia. It is probably the best starter set in Season 10 from Hedric's gift that can reach top heights pretty easily. Depends on your luck, you may use different quivers and bow or crossbow for the first time. It works fine with multi-shot and cluster arrows, but especially with cluster arrows and new Hellcat bat, which adds bounces to your grenades. With proper quiver and primary weapon you can easily reach Greater Rift 50-70 at the beginning of season. I do recommend this set for solo leaderboards, but I can't recommend it for speedruns, because compared to Unhallowed Essence, Marauder has extremely low discipline to use Vault, and as a result we won't be able to run like a wind, and keep in mind that placing turrets also takes some time. Next set is Akan for Crusader. Consists of 7 pieces including new amulet with guaranteed crit chance roll on it. There are not many build variations to this set, that is why it is really hard to recommend it for leaderboards and fast Paragon leveling, as all set bonuses are tied to one skill, Accurate's Champion. While it gives you immortality and huge cooldown reduction, it is quite weak compared to Hammerdin or Lone Bombardment without specific items. But don't worry, Akan can perform well in Greater Rifts up to level 50 at the beginning of season, I believe this set still has some potential for the leaderboards with proper optimization, but I'd personally switch to other set like Invoker, upgraded Roland or Seeker of the Light, which is still top number 1. Speaking of classic rifts, it can perform pretty well in farming materials, legendaries and stone keys if you use your Steed charge plus two-handed flail of the charge and Sage set for extra death breath. If you intend to farm a lot of materials before actually going to the greater rifts and leaderboards, don't miss a chance to pick Archon. Next set is Record for Barbarian, honestly the worst set on its own without combining it with Immortal King. Record barely deals any damage after Greater Rift 40-45. Furious Charge is the only skill that does damage and helps us move with speed of sound. If you missed the first week of Season 10 and prefer metaplay with support Barb, this is your chance to build your character and move straight into the Greater Rifts to get some Paragon levels. Speaking of solo play, Barbarian starter set is not worth playing. Compared to other sets and classes, Record does barely a thing, except endlessly spamming Furious Charge to kill or skip something. Despite all of these drawbacks, with some luck and skill you can later combine Record with Immortal King and eventually get Death Machine for solo leaderboards. The final starter set in my list is Delseer for Wizard, which has been buffed in the recent patch 2.5. Delseer playstyle is similar to Marauder, where you have to place your turrets to deal damage, but instead we cast a bubble for massive damage boost to anyone who stands inside it. Despite the fact that Delseer has been buffed, it is still far behind compared to Firebird and Tal Rasha, so don't expect to push your limits with this set in the leaderboards. But I think Delseer still has some hidden potential if used with Mantled Heal Ring. Farming materials with Delseer is actually possible. The only thing you need is either Wand for slow time skill or as much cooldown reduction as possible. If you're not interested in dealing damage or optimizing it or pushing high with this set, there is another completely opposite build which is used only in Greater Rifts to support your allies and control enemies on the battlefield. Unfortunately, support wizards can be rarely seen nowadays, but they are still viable up to 100 Greater Rifts in late season. Okay, now it's time for conclusion. Some starter sets in Season 10 are quite well and fun to play, except Barbarian. Honestly, there is nothing new for Barbarian at all. Same builds, same items and poor damage with Record. All other sets can perform pretty well in Rifts and Greater Rifts with low gear optimization. I personally give my preference to Demon Hunter with his massive output damage and high chances to find a desirable quiver and a crossbow. The best Paragon farmer at the beginning of season is Demon Hunter in high Greater Rifts. But if you are looking for the ultimate class for speed farming and speed leveling throughout Season 10, the answer is Wizard with Vir and Tal Rasha sets combined. Have you already decided what class to play? Feel free to share your opinion, and if you have some questions, don't hesitate to discuss. Thank you for watching and listening. If you'd like to see more videos on this channel, please subscribe and have a nice day. Bye bye.